right, let me ask you something most people never stop to consider. When was the last time someone bought from you here on Facebook just because you posted something? I'm not talking about they liked it, not gave you a pity heart, but actually reached out, started a conversation, and then bought into whatever your offer is, your idea, whatever it is. Here's the thing. Most people that are leveraging social media, they're just posting into the void, hoping to be seen. Here's my billboard, praying to stay relevant. And when nothing happens, it really starts to eat away at your confidence. And then many people, for example, they'll just leave Facebook or they'll leave social media out of their game plan. But it's not your fault. Because in the psychology of social media, in this case, Facebook doesn't reward your effort. It rewards interaction, engagement, okay? The algorithm doesn't care how good your post is. I mean, there are some exceptions. It cares how connected you really look. And let me dive deeper into what I mean by connected. It doesn't mean you have 5,000 friends. There's more to it. What signals actual connection? You guessed it. Comments, reactions, conversations, two-way conversations. If you're just posting and you're not getting anything back, that's a one-way conversation. That's spamming. Facebook doesn't like that. But how about this? Every comment you leave on someone else's post, that's a little algorithm flip to Facebook that says, hey, we're close. This person I'm talking with, we're actually friends. We're close. I took the time to make a very meaningful comment, not just a like or a heart or something, an actual comment. And every time, think about it from their perspective, the person that gets this comment, every time you get a comment, your brain actually gets a hit of dopamine. You actually feel seen and heard, and you feel like you matter. Like right before you did that post, you were thinking, you're putting a signal out to the world. Do I matter? Does anybody see me? Does what I'm saying matter? And so when you show up using this technology I'm about to show you, and you are able to leave that comment without having to spend hours every single day, you're allowing these people to feel seen and connected. And you're going to actually invoke the law of reciprocity. People are more likely to do that back to you if you've done it to them. And so here's the thing. When you're doing that, when you're associated, guess who you're associating that feeling with? The person who makes the comment. So when you're making people feel this way, you're creating a very nice association to your persona inside of social media. Now, if AI triggers that comment, that's not a bad thing, because it doesn't mean you can't build a relationship off of that. But let's be honest, anything that turns into anything meaningful, whether you sell something, you build a relationship with someone, it has to start somewhere. There has to be a seed of a moment. Just being connected with them on Facebook, that's not enough. It's going to start with an engagement. And what better place to start that engagement when they're reaching out and you say, hey, I hear you, I see you, and you're commenting on their post. That's a perfect opportunity to open the door to more, which can lead to wonderful things. But here's the thing. Who has time to leave 30 or 40 or 50 comments a day? Let's break this down. You have to read every post. You have to fill out the comment thread, kind of see what's going on. Maybe come up with something that's insightful to say. And if you do it, the strategy that we use for our AI, you also need to kind of end with some sort of smart question to pull that conversation in, because what you want to do with Facebook is get those two-way conversations going. When people are just posting one statement and they're not getting a reply back, that's just one-sided communication. So really, to do that process manually, it's going to take you 6 to 7 minutes per comment. Multiply that by how many comments that you really should be doing every day. I'd say 20, 30 at least, maybe 40, 50. Now, if you're in a business, how valuable would it be to be strategically making a connection with anywhere between 20 and 50 people every single day? Without this technology, I'd like to know, what is your plan to actually do that? You probably don't have the time or the plan to do that. It's really hard to do. But in order to do what I'm about to show you manually, it's a part-time job or a full-time job. And you are not built for that grind. I was not built for that grind. No one should be doing that. That's not a strategy. That's a burnout calendar. And so here's the thing. We have built a better way. There's something that shows up every day, even when you don't, something that leaves real comments in your tone, in your vibe automatically. All right, so meet our Engager AI. This is your AI twin for Facebook. It doesn't just comment, it actually connects. It reads your feed in real time, okay? It's going through your news feed. It's going out there and help all these people that are posting. They're live on Facebook right now. They're posting. It's coming through your news feed. It goes out there. It reads their whole entire post and all the comments in there. It reacts with an emotion. Then after it does that, it leaves a very powerful, relevant comment written in your voice because it goes through the prompting that we strategically put in there, which we've mastered, by the way. This isn't just automation, this is amplification, okay? So this works because it's not just tech, it's actually psychology here. So the algorithm on Facebook lights up, people's brains light up, and most importantly, you start showing up as the person people remember. They're clicking your profile, they're reading your comment, they're going back to your profile, looking at the stuff you're posting and things you're about. The people that are in the comment threads see you. You're constantly there. You're in the world of engagement. And so this is something Facebook absolutely loves. If you were to look at my dashboard right now, I'm going to show you right now on my screen. I'll pull up my dashboard. I have made 865 comments using my AI in the last, 60 days, couple of months, right? And out of 865 comments that I've made, I've had 697 people tag me back and reply to that comment. So if we take 697 and we divide that by 865, that means we're getting an 80% response rate to our comments. That is absolutely unheard of. Okay, guys, unheard of. I didn't write a single one of those comments. I didn't run a single ad, just real smart engagement happening daily while I was living my life. And I can tell you I have had several business deals that have come from those comments I've left out. I've had a couple of them with very significant influencers that I will end up doing 6 and 7 figure deals with. Now that's because of the kind of business I have going on behind the scenes. But you have to realize this engager's going out there consistently. It's not even questioning whether it's going to do it. It's going to keep going every day consistently. It never has a bad day. All right. Now you could have the best offer in the world. Maybe you've got some incredible health products. Maybe you're a real estate agent. Maybe you're a musician and you want to get your message out. Maybe you're a coach. Whatever it is you have, if no one sees your offer, what it is that you're trying to share with the world, it dies in the dark. This isn't just about comments. It's about getting your message seen, all right? Your message needs to be seen, because if it's not seen, it's not sold, it's not received. It's not seen, it does not have the ability to change lives or reach people. And the whole point with this whole tool is you were never meant to be invisible, okay? You were meant to lead, you were meant to be seen. And for my leaders show up. And guess what? With this technology, leaders can definitely show up. They can also show others how to show up as well. This is what freedom looks like. Using a tool like this while you're at a barbecue with your family or your friends, and your AI is sparking conversations, making those engagements, making people feel seen and heard while you're living your life. Maybe while you're closing a deal on another Zoom call, this is running in the background and you're out there making comments and you're engaging, but you're actually working. Your AI is reacting to posts, leaving comments, stirring up more engagement that can lead to more business. So you can spend more time closing deals or actually enjoying your relationships. Or maybe you're hanging out, resting, maybe taking a nap. Your presence is still building. This is all about leverage, guys. We have all kinds of time-saving tools in the world. Let's use them. We hop in a car so we don't have to walk somewhere, right? Because that saves us time. We use cell phones so we can connect with the world. These are just tools. It's not replacing our relationship. What it's doing is actually sparking the engagement that's required for that relationship to actually grow and turn into something more. Even previous relationships you've had before with friends or contacts you haven't talked to in a long time, all of a sudden you're going to start showing up, commenting on them, and re-engaging. So this isn't about hustle anymore. It's about showing up without having to wear out. There's a lot of people that are burning out there. So this tool is going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to get that first part of the deal started. You have to have an engagement before you can have anything else happen. So this is where the engagement starts. Now, a lot of people think, well, will it really sound like me? Is it going to sound kind of like lame? Here's the thing. It's all about the prompting and the tone. The AI is actually really incredible. In many cases, I've seen posts that were better than something I would say. I loved what it said, and it got engagement, and it got me a business deal out of it. So look, I get it. You don't want to sound like some sort of robot. That is why this Engager AI is trained on your tone. You do need to know how to prompt it, and we'll help you do that. But you give it your favorite phrases, your emojis, your personality, and when you blueprint it the way that we've mastered it, you're going to start seeing some results like what we've got, where you're getting 80% response rates to your comments. That's unheard of, guys. That is really tickling the Facebook algorithms. I have another gentleman I just set up, and he's already, I think, a couple hundred comments in, and he's getting a 97% response rate. It's absolutely wild. So here's the thing. This thing shows up. It gives him your personality. It sounds like your best self on your best day. I've literally had people messaging me. I'm just getting responses, ding, 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 replying to my thing, saying, man, that was such a meaningful comment. I had an influencer who I've been following for several years, and I made a comment on her post. It was a really long comment, and my AI read all of the comment, read all of the things that are replies, comments in the chat, and it left the most intelligent comment. It was so beautiful. She said, I normally don't reply to comments, but I loved what you posted and the question you asked me. It seems so thoughtful. So she replied to me, and then I got back in there after that started it. The AI started it. I jumped in, and I was able to turn that conversation into a phone call, and that phone call into a business deal. When she told me how much she loved my comment, I said, I have to let you know, that wasn't actually me. It was my AI that made that comment. And she laughed because this influencer loves tools. She's smart. She loves tools, and she loves AI. It's all about leveraging the technology that we have and making sure we don't get lost in the dust. So I have a business deal with her. She wants to promote this tool to her customers. She has like 60,000 active paying customers. I will literally make 6-7 figures off of this relationship alone, which would have never happened without this AI tool. And I'm telling you, there's many, many other stories I can tell you that are just like that. But here's where things get really crazy powerful. This isn't just about your visibility. It's about creating team-wide duplication. A lot of folks that love this technology are people that have teams, whether it be like a real estate team or it be a bunch of affiliates that you're connected with, or let's say you're in network marketing and you have a huge downline of people. We need to be able to do something that's duplicatable, right? Engaging with 20, 30, 40, 50 people every single day using this AI is totally duplicatable with this technology. Without the technology, good luck. I do not see that happening on a duplication level. So what we're doing is we're actually doing some deals where we're giving out the bulk licensing access to top leaders. We've created some really special deals for them who want to roll this out to their organizations in a much larger way at scale. So, it's kind of like in the gold rush days. You buy the pickaxes and the pans and the shovels, and your team finds the gold. So we got them. A lot of people, what the leaders will do is they'll buy some of their key people on their team. They'll buy access to it for a certain period of time just to get them rolling, because things that are in motion tend to stay in motion. And then they take over their account and they're paying for it themselves at a discounted rate. So here's what happens when your whole team is using the same process. We can actually work directly with your team, and we can get this process dialed in to where we can duplicate success and tap into the potential that's on Facebook. There's literally over 3 billion people on Facebook, and you can find the right kind of prospects you need to tune into. We have things where we can whitelist prospects that we're going after. We can create blacklists. We can even, other people that are using this technology, we can put a post up that we need engagement on, and we hit a button, and all of our friends we're connected with on Engager AI will automatically through the Engager go react to your post and make a comment. That creates virality. This literally will increase your engagement on Facebook 100-fold. This is a big deal. So here's the deal. Depending on where you're seeing this video, if you're on the sales page, you can get started right now just on your own single account. You can actually try this tool out for $1 for 7 days. And then normally it converts over to $47 per month. Okay. Now, if you're doing a bulk deal, that may be a different number. That's just the retail price. So we can get you can get your AI twin, we'll call it your Engager AI setup. I would say it takes the average person probably 10, maybe 20 minutes tops. You will need to get a Chat GPT API key, which we show you instructions on how to do that. It's very easy, actually. But after you get the thing set up and it's saved, you can pretty much just hit run engagement and go and become a leader, be connecting with more people on Facebook every single day. You can really start building your business comment by comment, connection by connection. And if you're a leader and you're ready to equip your team, we've got, like I said, we've got those bulk licensing blocks that we can do available at major discounts. We can train your squad together, help them build consistency and really lock in on the results to make sure we're getting awesome transformation and growth. So here's the thing. You guys weren't built to hustle harder necessarily. You were built to shine, work smarter, and your message deserves to be seen. Facebook's got loads and loads of people on it. We need tools like this. We do live in a day where AI is a very powerful thing. And when you use it the right way, you can make a massive difference, especially if you have a product that helps people with their health or whatever it is. Maybe you have a service where you coach or something like that. You're not going to change people's lives if you're not reaching them. So we need to get this message out there. I can't encourage you enough to at least start your $1 7-day trial and get going with this right away. If you're on a team and you're hearing this message, make sure you get with whoever is leading your team, because we're going to be getting together, huddling together, and getting you on this technology so we can create some serious growth, duplicatable growth, something that will have a compounding effect. So my name is Emerson Willis. I hope you love Engager AI, and I will see you on the other side.